or they lack, they look for where to get it. That's why they hire most of you. There's nothing wrong in that. So there's nothing they're doing that is sophisticated at all. All this we can do in Nigeria. I can tell you, God blessed us. He gave us everything. We have good weather, they don't always have here.
The weather is good though.
We have more land space. We have everything that is good. We have good food, good everything. The only thing we lack is one thing.
Common sense.
Common sense. Sorry, not common sense.
Common sense leadership.
And that is what we're clamoring and saying, we can't continue this way. We cannot. They've been able to allow ourselves. And when we do that, I blame all of us. I blame all of us. We have chosen to hire people without character.
That's it.
Incompetent people.
Yes.
People who lack capacity. They are going to say, I was in the plane coming here this today. I had two lovely Nigerians doing very well from what they told me. Very, very well. And I asked one of them, where are you from? He said, it's a Yoruba. Where are you from? They all happen to not to be from my tribe. And I asked the question, do you know the pilot of this plane? They said, no. So why did we enter this plane when we don't know the pilot?
We pay for tickets now.
Pay for tickets. But yeah, we don't know which one.
Oh, I get it.
Wisdom.
The only reason why we enter this plane when we don't know the pilot is because we believe that the pilot is qualified.
Yes. Common sense.
A qualified pilot to fly this plane.
Yes.
And I said, where are we going to? We are going to Toronto. Okay. And that's what they announced. And in that 7 hours plus, we didn't question, they still told us we're going to the same destination. I said, can you imagine if they suddenly tell us now they're going to Atlanta?
Nigerians go begin to pray.
One of them said, then there will be problem.
Run, no.
I said, these are the two things that are wrong with your country. You hired the wrong person. So this man is not qualified. Everybody knows a car driver will make him the pilot.
Yes.
He can't fly plane.
Right.
Because he doesn't know how to fly plane. And when he eventually have the opportunity of entering there, he will tell you he's going somewhere else. And everybody will fly it. Peter Obi is here to tell you now what is going to happen in Nigeria. You're going to ask questions, you answer. How we're going to do ABCDF. In the end, when we give him the opportunity, he suddenly starts doing the opposite. And instead of saying, no, this is not what you say, everybody starts celebrating him, calling him all sub-name, His Excellency, distinguished, all the things that makes
No, we're not.
So, my dear people, this night is for us to share and think about how we can build our country, how we can make it work. Because you're a double victim. You know, the people at home are victim, yours is double.
Yeah, that's true.
Why is your own double?
With the remit money go back.
Our presidential service.
Even here, with all your hard work, you don't have peace. You're talking about the people there.
At home, yes.
That's a period. Period, Mr. President.
work there, it will be a win-win for everybody. You win and they win. And the only thing that is lacking, remember what I said, is leadership. Nothing else.
That's it.
Nothing else. Anybody who said it, there's anything lacking, Muslim. It's just leadership. Leadership that has made a country unproductive. No country lives like that. Today, every part of your country is insecure. Why? It will be so because they have hundreds of millions of people living in poverty. And the government deliberately threw them to poverty. Your country today have more people living in poverty than India and China combined. Both of them are 2.8 billion. And nobody cares. So you have a crisis. And none of us is worried. Because we're leaders. We get up in the morning, everybody calls us His Excellency. Tell me what is excellence about that society. This is what we want to change.
Who carry pikin come here now?
That is why I say that let everybody. I'm not the only person who is standing for this election eventually. There's going to be about 18 of us. But please, you have 6 months to be able to scrutinize and verify the background of all of us. Know what we are doing. Because what have you done? You had a brain. Most of you are very hard working. You have businesses. You work every day. You want to create wealth. You want to do this. But what have you done? You've left your country to be run by people who have never created anything. Have never worked anywhere. And the consequence is that you will go back there. So, what we want to do is to be able to revise that trend.
You can't hear.
We want to be able to stop.
Like,
Can I hear you? Are you not hearing?
I mean, increase the volume, I beg.
Your Excellency.
Maybe as worried as we are, that's why.
Yeah, people need to be kind, I beg. No, but say more than Nigerians.
Because if you can't hear, if we can sit there and I can come and stand there, it's better.
Yes, I beg. I beg, come. In the middle, please.
So let me say it again, let me say it. So, what we are going to do, like I said, is that I want to learn. I want to listen to you. Maybe the conclusion, I can do a 5 minutes talk, but let's spend time on people asking questions.
I love it.
That's why I'm here.
We will do it peacefully. Don't worry. I have no place to go. I don't have a private jet, so I won't.
Shey.
My flight is tomorrow.
What?
And the only reason why I came this night, I asked the organizers when they told me, we are going to go here for dinner, we are going to go there, we're going to say, please. I didn't leave Nigeria.
To come and eat in Canada. Thank you, please. Please.
For me to learn, for you to learn.
Yes.
Just like I I said before, and I told them, I said, I'm not leaving this place until I'm sure it's worthwhile for you leaving whatever you're doing this evening to come out here. So I'm begging now. We're going to have 2 microphones and we will start. No rush. Don't worry, I'm here. So that we'll ask questions. God, please. You know, I'm pleading with you. This is what we do to our leaders that makes them go wrong. We start praying before they start.
Tell them, oh, our leader. Like he knows his job.
Don't worry. There will be time.
The person who.
There will be time for us to do that.
Yes.
Maybe 4 or 5 years time.
8
When
years,
you start
please.
solving the then you can call that thing. But for now, let's leave. Because I'm sure people have spoken like this before and became a total mess.
Nobody. No one.
Can the person doing the prompter focus the face on him? I don't know why we're seeing other people's heads.
The questions are here, and we're going to be taking the very first question.
Hello, may you start it now?
She'll get more. It's empty.
Paper.
Other than you listen to questions, so that you know whether the questions maybe have to decide why you are here this time. So, let's start.
Okay. The first question is, our general concern is how Labour Party plan to Their concern is how Labour Party plan to protect their votes to count. From Amara. The second question, Chief Dr. Wanzilu Okoye.
Can I get 2, please?
North
One
East
for her.
and North South due to insecurity challenge in that area. The third question, thank you. The third is, if elected in 2023, what will you do?
When elected, which one be if elected? Which kind of,
Which is a major issue bordering on the minds of Nigerians in diaspora. The fourth question.
Make you answer this one first now.
I'm pleased Your Excellency is going to take 5 and he's going to answer them like
Okay.
that. Okay? Thank you.
Good one, announcer.
The fourth question, Your Excellency, education. How will you replicate the Anambra education success across Nigeria, e.g. the 35,000 computer laptop to stock and teachers that led to various wins and success by Anambra students in many international competition?
Nice question.
And the last, which is the 5th one on this section, is from Ike. Your Excellency, you have eloquently identified functional education, employment enabling environment, and functional
Questions for Peter Obi
as panaceas to insecurity in Nigeria. However, the trend among Nigerian youths at home and in diaspora is to look for quick money What is your plan to create a new national orientation, a paradigm shift that emphasizes hard work, creativity, innovation, and wealth creation? Thank you.
Okay, like I said, we have a long night. Please, let us spend it very, very
wisely.
qualitative. The questions are 5 of them. How will Labour Party protect their votes? I'm running on Labour Party. Let me tell you, I've been in this circumstance before when I ran under a party, my previous party now, before I even went to PDP. The people who protect the vote. Those who vote will protect the vote. We will talk about this as we get closer to the election. But I'll tell you, the votes will be protected. Issue of not said about Northeast voting, not being able to vote because of insecurity. There's insecurity everywhere in Nigeria. I'm not here to do things that are pleasant. There is everywhere. And I'm sure everywhere will cast their vote. Those who are trying to rig or do the wrong thing.
Prison.
Actually, like I always say to those who establish people, when people ask me, these are common things you hear. Oh, Peter, we have no structure. And I tell them very simply, my structure is the people of Nigeria.
Woo! Woo!
Those who have structure are the establishment. I'm part of a to remove the establishment. Movements don't have structure. The structure is the people. And it is the people that need to vote. People in Northeast are hungry. They don't buy bread cheap. Neither do they have a job. And I'm offering them a job. Northeast is very important to us. The biggest assets of the country is a vast uncultivated land. Maybe I've not been everywhere in Canada. How many empty lands do you see in Canada?
A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot, man. They're even looking for people
Let me tell you,
to own roads.
they ask question. The reason why I ask this is that what they ask. The war front in Northeast is Borno State.
Yeah.
Borno State.
Is there extra paper?
That's where we have all the problems.
I don't think she heard me.
But I can tell you, Borno State and Yobe, yes.
You're welcome.
But I want to talk about Borno State. I can talk about both of them, but for both of time, Borno State is occupying 70,900 square kilometers of land.
Wow.
That is about more than twice the size of Netherlands if you remove water, because 43,000, remove 10,000, 33,000. That is 3 times the size of Israel. Israel is about 22,000 plus. Borno State is 70,900. They can't feed themselves. They cannot feed Nigeria. And they've turned into
Farms are not safe.
what you call a refugee camp.
Zoom in. Yeah, come on, sisters.
Netherlands.
You're
welcome.
Waiting for you.
Because I call this winter and everything.
No, she's at the back.
Call it bad.
She's on the back. Very lovely lady. What's your story?
You know, I've been in this Canada in snow. Years back, I couldn't believe it. everybody was almost without
Excuse me.
having issue of COVID. Everybody was inside the house.
Excuse me.
So, with such weather in Netherlands,
Thank you.
the agricultural export last year
That's so sweet
was
of her.
over $120 billion.
Wow.
Imagine if percent of that, 1%. It would have been $1.2 billion. If you use the rates of exchange today, about $650 naira to dollar, it will give you about 750 billion naira, which is about 5 times the budget of Borno State. But because we live in an unproductive country, Borno State is looking for you to share the money from oil. So this time, I'm going to tell the people there, please, it's for your future. For the future of your children, that you vote. Vote like me. This short diaspora voting, I've said it, and I want to say it categorically. The reason why we don't want diasporas to vote is because they know
Power.
how to do the right thing.
Yes.
I've said it before. If I win,
When you win, not when you win. When you win, not if I win. When you win.
this will be the last time. 2023, either way the election goes,
Okay, Uche will try to
last
ask
time Nigeria will give a school
how like people in diaspora will engage in voting when he
diaspora
comes here.
must vote.
Yes! 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 Uche, I think they've answered your question. People should subscribe, oh.
Because like I said,
Please!
you are a double victim.
Exactly.
So you must vote first.
Yes!
It is critical, it's important. If Kenya can, diaspora can vote,
Wow.
every other country, every other small country do that. So why will our own be different? Somebody asked about the issue of education. The greatest investment
You're welcome, Uche.
any country can do, the greatest investment any nation can do is education. The
Yeah.
more educated you are, the better your development and your economy. When I was governor, everybody comes to me and say, hey, look at the capital, Oka. Look at this. You know you can do this. Peter, even the way place you live, your office, doesn't look like governor's mansion. And I'll always look at them and say, listen, you cannot build physical infrastructure
Without
without building the human infrastructure.
common sense.
That's what drives the physical infrastructure. All these things you see in Canada here were built by human beings because they invested in education. The only thing that is making Canada work is education, is human capital. That is why they even come to Nigeria or anywhere to look. They didn't go to my village taking everybody. They are not looking for human beings.
No?
They are looking for qualified human beings. Something here.
Common sense.
If they were looking for people, we would have given them more than they need.
Facts. Oh my gosh.
So what they are looking for has shown us that we need to invest in that. The greatest tragedy of Nigeria today is lack of education. All those criminals and all those people who are giving us problems in the north and all over the place, are the human beings we did not educate yesterday. The people who did not invest in their education yesterday have become our problem today.
Yes.
We now have the highest number of out-of-school children.
I'm
And
sorry,
that's
it's
over
frozen.
the
It's
years.
probably like the prompter, guys.
They are the ones who are living in the bush and are giving us problems.
Yes.
So education is a very critical thing, and the rest
That's on that phone, guys.
assurance. If there's one thing we will do, it is investing in building human capital. We'll invest in education. We will do so because I know the contribution of that to development. Besides, measure of development is only three things. HDI is only three things.
Human Development
Life
Index.
expectancy, which is health, education, and per capita income,
Yeah.
which is pulling people out of poverty. So we will invest in that. Issue of turning our youth from quick. I don't want to talk about functional education. Said turning our youth from making quick money and looking for quick money. You know, I don't think I used to have a problem of that. I can tell you.
Yeah.
I have served as a governor. And I served as the governor of one of those states where, quote me in the word, where you have a measure of Nigerian rascality. It's not hidden. I served as governor of Anambra State. And if you want to know where some of the places where we have a measure of Nigerian rascality, where people behave and think that the bad behavior is a measure of success or money, private thoughts. And what do I say to people? You can change it by your own being. If the leaders show example, those youths will learn.
Common
If
sense.
the leaders behave well, those youths will learn. And I said that we moved education in Anambra State, for example, from number 26, 27 to number 1.
Yeah.
We didn't change the teachers.
It's already
We
been
did not change the
verified.
teachers. None of them changed. It was the same teachers that were teaching when we were 26, that were teaching when we were number 1. We didn't. Someone like Pastor here comes from a village, and he knows how bad a particular famous school in their place called St. Michael's is. Nothing changed them. What changed? I said, this is number of secondary school we have. I don't want you to tell me about secondary school. I'm going to visit all of them one after the other. And I went to 500 of them and called all the senior prefects. Gave them my phone number and said, you must reach me because we're going to change this school. Tell me what your teachers are not doing. I didn't change the
You're
civil
welcome,
servants.
Anthony.
But because I come to work by 7, they were there by 7. Because they know work has started.
Yeah.
So,
Leadership by example.
Active.
Active leadership.
People didn't celebrate with me because I wasn't celebrating. You know, people come to me, nobody, in my 8 years of being governor, nobody will ever tell you he drank wine in government house. Nobody will ever
Welcome
tell you.
wisdom.
No, I want you, because I'm talking about bad behavior. Nobody will ever tell you we had a party in government house. No. I have friends who drink, I have friends who party. But whenever they come to me, I tell them, the job I do now is different. I don't run a nightclub. I go to nightclub. Have party. And everything. And I didn't go out of my house. I have friends who drink. I even have some who will tell me, Peter, we're not asking you to buy the drink, but let's buy the drink and come and drink with you. you. I said, no, go to the back.
Disciplined man.
What am I trying to say? It is our behavior that is making those boys, young people, behave the way they behave.
Very true.
It's that simple.
It's very
It is
simple.
us that are making them behave like that. We have to, as parents, leaders, behave rationally, behave responsibly, and celebrate. Again, we must celebrate what is right and what, stay away from what is wrong. But when we celebrate what is wrong, everybody's doing the wrong thing.
Yes.
All those young boys you see, you think are looking for quick money. Some of them even do small things they come up with. A same talent that if you redirect, they change the world.
Yes.
And they can be directed by good behavior, by somebody who says is president or governor doing the right
Oh,
thing.
fairy tales. That's amazing.
So that's the 5 questions. We need to take another set of next part.
Thank you, Excellency. This is from Louis Aneka. How confident are you about INEC's ability to conduct the 2023 election?
That's an amazing question. That's an
This is
amazing
from
question.
Lucky Igodher. How are we going to likely to reforming the port and pulling back of customs from Nigerian roads to the borders?
That's amazing.
This is from Dr. Roland Etuka Ayoride. Most professionals will come back to Nigeria. Issue is about security.
So what's going on now? They're reading out the questions that people have written, and Peter Obi has to take 5 questions at a time.
And contribute to production. Will you be able to honor your promise? This is from Sonta Jacob Sheriba. What will you have done differently? What would you have done differently with Abacha loot? And what can you do to stop the current looting?
Nigerians in Toronto, they are intelligent, man.
This is from Professor Eddie. I pray that you win. When you win, which is very likely, how do you plan to meet the aspiration of Nigerians, considering the control of the legislative arm of government will be in the hands of the opposition?
You're welcome, Ajagu. So they finish reading all the questions and Peter Obi will start answering them one by
Okay,
one.
let's try again. First is the issue of INEC. Let me assure you, I've said before, let's leave the issue of election. I'll assure you that what we are doing, the movement we are doing today, those who are in charge of election in Nigeria will have no alternative than to do the right thing.
Yes.
When I ran for governor in Anambra State, it was like this. But eventually, they found out that they had no alternative. And I assure you, this will happen.
You're welcome, Mugi.
On the issue of ports and customs, somebody asked. I have visited about 6 countries. Today, Nigerian Ports Authority, which is supposed to be one of our great revenue generating agencies, is not doing or contributing up to 50% of what is expected from them. And also, issues we talk about customs. customs live in the same society as political leaders live. As long as the political leaders live as corrupt as they are today, it will be difficult for other agencies to function. Very, very difficult. I'll answer that more when I talk about corruption, because they all
stem from corruption.
Same. Somebody talk about professional coming back. The issue is security. I said before that the greatest intangible asset Nigeria needs to pursue now aggressively is security. Let nobody tell you it is difficult to find security in Nigeria. Yes, it looks difficult, but if government is determined to deal with it, they will deal with it. Yes. Criminals cannot overrun a country. Yes. And I'll give you an example. In South America, all over South America, from Brazil to Mexico to Colombia, I want to give places that are near to you. They've been through it. One is the divine security. The more you pull people out of poverty,
yeah, common sense,
the more you reduce criminality.
Facts.
Then you have to pull, and government supporting people to come out of poverty is not as difficult as we make it look. It's a world. Even the amount that is being mismanaged and stolen can do that.
Who is this Peter Obi?
In terms of issue of
You're welcome, Peter Obi.
facing the main, Nigeria is, in terms of all our security agencies, the number of personnel is low. This is a country of 100 million, and they have over 1 million police. Nigeria is 200 million, about 320,000 police. And I can tell you, I don't know whether you have been listening to the governor of Castina. He said that the number of police in Castina is 5,000. The whole of Castina. And when you go to the station, you see 30, and they have only 10 guns. So even out of 320, one is that out of 320, about 70,000 are following people around.
Yes. Yes.
We shouldn't be, including myself. Then the remaining 250, you now use the same ratio you use. You find out that only about 8,000 armed. It won't work. We need to increase the number, and we need to immediately start state police.
Yes. Yes.
There's no reason why we should not have community policing.
Yes. Great.
We want to secure the place. So what is the fear of not having police all over the place?
Yes.
We need multi-level policing. That's what happens in every society.
That's it.
So it is not so professional. The rest assured, I can tell you, we can't talk about, we don't want you to come home. Professional, I don't want you to come home. We don't want the foreign investor to come or anybody. Everybody coming home or anybody coming to invest, even if the profit is 200%, you have to be their life to enjoy your profit.
Yes.
They're not going to die.
Yes.
So we must secure the place.
Yes.
It is number one item.
Yes.
And I assure you, I've been through it before. This one will not be different. Issue of Abacha loot and corruption. Let me tell you about me and looking at the past. There are things that I say people don't like. If I'm serving today, if you say Peter Obi is the president tomorrow, don't think I'm going to spend my time looking at the back.
Good.
Let me finish. I didn't say people at the back. Nothing will happen to them. It's not my business. Those who are doing it can do it. But let me tell you, those who think about yesterday and today will miss tomorrow. God gave us eyes for the front. Nigeria is too huge with too much talent to deal with the future. I served as the governor. Anyone who tell you there's corruption, anywhere you see corruption, those in leadership are involved.
Yes.
If you, the leader, is not stealing, those around you are not involved, you reduce it by 70%.
That's it. Yes.
And I challenge everybody. And I'm challenging you. Go to Anambra State for the 8 years I was governor and show me what is missing there. Because the way it works is that you add your own. When you put your own, the commissioners or the ministers will put their own. The permanent secretary will put their own. Everybody will continue to put their own. So when it comes back to you to approve, you can't say no because your own is there.
It's true. It's true.
If your own is not there, it's impossible. It couldn't have been possible for Anambra State. In 8 years, we did not borrow money. We didn't borrow money from anybody. We paid whoever we were owing. And I say it, and all of you, it is the banks in Nigeria. You have contacts in all those banks. It would have been possible for me to leave office, leaving $150-something million and over $30 billion. There are monies nobody said I should keep them. So if you're not stealing, and that goes with what I'm saying about cutting the cost of governance. The cost of governance in Nigeria is totally unacceptable. It is not possible. There's no way. If you wake up tomorrow morning and anybody sees the Prime Minister of Canada and 30-something vehicles on the road, I don't think he will remain the next day. Will he? No. That is the crisis we face. I don't think anybody has seen the wife in convoy. But it's important you know this. This is the crisis we face. I face it as the governor, and these are the ways we want to curtail. When I was governor, I faced the fact that people say, oh, you're the only governor without office of first lady. I'm very close to my wife, 2 of us live in the house and everything. But throughout the campaign, just like I'm going now, she never campaigned, nobody voted for her. And suddenly, she appears from nowhere, I think gathered for government. These are the confusions we need to remove. issue of National Assembly. You're talking about National Assembly. Let me tell you, National Assembly is not a problem. I governed Anambra State without having one member of House of Assembly from my party.
This man is an exceptional human being.
Initially, it was a difficult one. When they realized where I was going, everybody, the society took over. I can assure you, National Assembly will not be a problem. When I put what I'm going to do for the people of Nigeria on the table, they will have no alternative than to follow it on Nigeria's.
Thank you. This question is from your commonsensesisters. What is your plan policy for gender equality? Women having access to credit, more opportunities in political offices, and educating the girl child in Nigeria.
That's our
and
question.
The impact on the economy.
Yep.
This is from Buki Ojo. What will it take you to do restructuring, tribal segregation, and religion? This is from Igbo Union of Canada. How can you solve the problem of power sector differently from previous government? How can you solve the problem of power sector differently? Yes, power sector.
NEPA,
Yeah,
NEPA.
the power sector differently from previous government. This is from Cynthia Okudili from POSN. With the surge in migration of healthcare professionals, how do you plan to create sustainability and reverse this trend? This is from Benjamin Orokeke, donate from POSN as well. With the loading rate at this is not clear. Please don't write to us. I think the last one This is from Dr. Dave Wamo. How will you solve recurring ASU strike issue when elected as president of Nigeria?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we started with gender equality.
That's my question.
It will surprise you that I will say what I'll do, and I'll give you an example of where it's happening. One of the greatest assets we've not utilized is investing in women.
Facts! Yes, so now our question be that one.
That's the common sense.
That's our question. I'm going to say we should end the question before we send the paper.
If you invest, men, I'm telling you, this is very serious. If you invest in men, I assure you, you go get better return than if you invest in men.
Exactly! Take Nollywood for proof.
Because why? Women will always care with whatever they make. Of course, I don't need to tell you about my own success as governor. I can tell you, before I became governor, I was chairing one of the successful banks in Nigeria. My people I work with are here. Our treasurer was a woman. Officer was a woman. And I'm the chairman. These two will always tell me when I'm wrong. Because as a leader, the greatest thing you need, one is that as a leader, leading and leading is inseparable. As a leader, you don't know everything. If you see anybody that knows everything, he's an idiot. Don't go near him. So you must listen. As governor, I can tell you, it was more visible. Everybody that knows me know that as governor, my chief of staff was a woman. The pansec in my office, woman. Head of service, woman. Minister of Commissioner for Finance, Commissioner for Education. In fact, it's just not any of you who have known me closely or watched what I did will tell you that it wouldn't have been possible without people like Mrs. Mandu, Stella Okunna. You can't say anything wrong when my chief of staff is. Never. She will not allow you to go. She will tell you, no, you can't do this. And then will. Until today, that's how they are. In fact, every now and then, everybody knows that coming to a meeting and say, it's time to start off. They are ready to go. So it is important when we talk about gender equality, we should actually invest in women and give them the responsibility. Even in Nigeria, have had enough of men. The problem is the woman to solve the problem.
Yep.
Single-handedly, Ngozi Wala was begging and crying to all of us as governors. To what we are doing today, she saw it coming. She was crying. Go and read her book. Fighting corruption is dangerous. She was begging us when we had over 20 billion naira in sovereign wealth in SS food account. He said, allow me to save this money and I'll be able to build up to 50 billion in that account. And we have a reserve of 50 billion. The country will be stabilized. The governors refused. All of us.
Except you.
Except you.
All of us. But I must say, the book is very clear. Page 61.
Page
It was
61.
very clear. It said,
Only Peter.
Governor B, who supported saving, was not supported by his colleagues.
We have verified.
Every country in the world saves. Every human being saves for the future. Except Nigeria. Issue of restructuring. When somebody asked about restructuring, I just talked about state police. One of the greatest and the most important things about restructuring is security. I believe in it. We must lay the foundation that is proper for our enduring federal system of government. And that is restructuring the country to make it more competitive. Federal government has nothing to do with education. It's waste of everybody's time. All these have cut-off points, have this and this and no. You're wasting everybody's time. If these people want to go to school, they go to school. These people don't want to go to school. It's their business. We must deal with all those issues and make the country more competitive. Power sector. Let me tell you, power sector is one place that I look at and I'll tell you there's something wrong with Nigeria.
Yep.
Nigeria generates and distributes about 4,000 megawatts of electricity. This has happened over a period of 20 years. And all you hear is one story or the other. Nigeria is the biggest country in Africa. It's the most populous country in Africa. 200 million people. And they generate 4,000 megawatts of electricity. The second biggest country is South Africa. There's 60 million. And they generate about 50,000 megawatts. And what will shock you, just 3 weeks ago, the president of South Africa declared emergency in power. And said anybody or company can generate 100 megawatts without license. So somebody who is 60 million, generate 50,000, declared emergency, but somebody with 4,000 is still giving quiet. That shows there's something wrong. If you follow me, I was in Egypt.
Yeah, we did.
Three countries in the world have done the fastest deployment of power. India, Vietnam, Egypt. Between 2015 and 2020, these countries that I mentioned doubled their power generation, distribution, transmission and distribution. So I went to Egypt. Egypt was doing under 20,000. Today they are doing over 50,000. And what did they do? Simple thing. I went to the power plant, studied the power plant, went to those who constructed it, sat down with them, finished, went to government to know what they did. And when they went to the financiers in Europe, what they did was messing. They didn't even put money. They gave a sovereign guarantee to the company, and the company went to borrow the money. I said, what is wrong? All these things, I could not see the link. I went back to the company and I said, why didn't you do this in Nigeria? Why? Tell me. Because you're also in Nigeria. You know what they told me? They said, wait, when you come into power, we'll tell you why we didn't do it.
Higher security clearance.
Because of the way things work in Nigeria. So, this man is a company. This man is a company. But instead of dealing with this man, I go and start looking for this man who has nothing to do with the power. To go and meet this man. You know why I'm traveling with this man. That will not stop. Let me assure you, you don't know the importance of power. In a developing country, for every 1,000, this is a suggestion, and it's been followed up. For every 1,000 megawatts of electricity you add in your system, you could almost be increasing your GDP by between half to 1%. That shows that Nigeria today can decide to move from 4,000 to 20,000, over 15,000, which is achievable in 4 years.
Sorry.
Look at what they're going to add to their GDP. It's like education. The more you invest in human capital, for every $1 you put in human capital, you create wealth of almost $10. So imagine if you follow these two aggressively, power and human capital, what you're going to achieve. It will be phenomenal. And that's what your country used to have. That's why in 1980, when things were good in Nigeria, your per capita was 2,000 plus. Today, 40 years after, is below 2,000. Because all you've done is I wasted several years doing nothing. So be rest assured. The next question is the issue of the issue of migration within the health sector. Let me tell you, again, I said these things can be reversed. But not even worrying about reversing it. I have an idea. I said it will be reversed. Most of you will be the investors we will use to turn around Nigeria. Let me tell you what happens. Today, because of your country not being productive, what you've been doing in providing social service to your people. You become their social safety net.
That's it.
It shouldn't be. You should be an investor.
Yes.
Who will invest your resources that will be productive, give more money, and feed those people. Not the way it's happening today. Where whenever you hear phone call, you're scared whether to take it or not. Because it's not bad news.
You don't want remits.
No. You want to turn that bad news into good news.
Yeah, to investment opportunities.
It's yielding money. Everything you are hearing today about China and India, what I'm telling you, it was the diaspora Indians and this thing that went back using the cheap labor in their place and turned around. They become rich people. The people in their place were fed. Everybody is happy. Not the other way around. Some of you, what is carrying you going home is not just security. Even the problems that people will come around with. So you better stay away from them. So it is important that on this short migration, but the health workers, last year I made a very serious issue with government, and I said, by the year 2030, the world will be looking, there will be shortage of 10 to 20 million nurses and midwives globally. Nigeria as a country should invest in that. There's no reason why we should not prepare to export that to the world because we have a population. Today, Philippines is making from diaspora funding over $50 billion. Even Egypt is getting more than us. Ours is going down because, like I said, all you do now is send money for people to eat, not to produce. So that will serve at home. Some will go outside, make more money. It's a win-win. As a strike, it's unfortunate. You might not know that the global intake, the average global intake for higher tertiary education is at 8%. That is the global average. In the Western world, like your country, where you are today, is over 50%. Nigeria is 9%. Not even up to a quarter of the global intake and on strike. Today, Nigeria is funding education in our neighboring countries like Ghana and everything. It is worrisome. And government is not doing anything. For me, you said, how will I solve it? There's a combination. This is time to sit down and have a combination of government saying what they will contribute, a combination of students' loan, a combination of the university doing other consultancy and research to make money. It is important to look at the whole thing, how we are going to fund the education. Yes. But that the universities are not working on strike for 6 months. And we are campaigning. Are we talking about 2023? It's unbelievable. Our financial strike has gone on, lasted for months. But we are talking every day. I do not think where we are today is acceptable. And I assure you, issue of education, I've said it before, will be so serious that it will not happen. There's a combination of what we can do to ensure, of course, taking that basic education is free and we will fund it. For higher education, we will fund with a combination of loan, consultancy, and government projecting what they will do. And we're not going to do that. Also, universities will not be the same thing. There's issues too we need to deal with. In Nigeria, every university is the same thing. It's not like that anywhere in the world. There's categories of universities. In Canada here, I don't think every university is the same. They don't pay every professor the same fee. That's why we must fund the university. They must be independent and be able to pursue their own the way they want. It is easy, it's done everywhere, and it can work in Nigeria.
Mr. Alison, these are the next 5 questions. After which you take a break.
Yeah.
And we're going to proceed. This is from Dr. Carl Iyari, a chemical engineer and business executive. How will you reinvigorate the refining sector and establish world-class, value-added downstream chemical infrastructure to employ 1 billion Nigerians and double our GDP?
So currently they're asking the third batch of questions. That's what
This is from
they're reading now.
Ajuruchi Ogbonna. How do you intend to scrap the federal charter system and install merit-driven nation? Use executive order, my suggestion. This is from Tunji Adelowo. What is your plan to restore the value of Naira? What is your plan to douse the agitation of the groups that want to break the world? This is from Johnson. How will you reduce the cost of governance? How do you make sure that people don't turn your campaign money for personal use? And this is from them. And that will make it up to your excellency.
Okay, refinery. You know, I don't know whether any of you knows who owns the refinery here in Canada.
We don't know.
We have the oil, but we don't know who owns the refinery. No.
Nigeria have 3 refineries. 3 refineries. Those 3 refineries, they have workers. They are paid salary. They are promoted. And as long as I know in the past 10 years, they've never refined one. And people are happy to be working in those companies. There's nothing in refinery. There's nothing in refinery. That is what I'm talking about, your money working. We have enough talent and enough people that can invest and refine crude in Nigeria. Use the crude God gave us that is back there, refine it, make it work, reduce the money Nigeria is paying in subsidy, reduce everything that is happening there. But because it is a criminal gang up.
Yes.
Yes, so.
Mafia.
And that is the structure. That is the structure we want to stop. When you hear structure, that structure is the gang up that is holding Nigeria. That's what they're celebrating.
Gonna break it.
Today, 80% of our oil is stolen.
From the Niger Delta.
80%. Oil is not something, it's not sweet. You go to grocery store and steal. For you to steal oil, a vessel has to come into Nigeria. It will be approved by Navy before it comes in. So it's a criminal gang up. And that is what we need to stop. Let nobody make refinery look as if it's going to the moon. It's something that is doable here and can be done overnight.
Everything is possible.
Somebody that, how are you going to deal with the issue of scrapping federal character? There's nothing wrong with federal character. What is wrong is making sure that you select from every side competent people. If you live in a country where people, let me tell you in Nigeria, from my experience of being in government, people don't do what is expected. That is my experience. I don't know how to say. My experience as governor. People don't do what is expected. They do what is inspected. So I follow them, do this thing, which I paid you, because they will not do it if I leave them. That is federal character. So we have value of Naira. There's nothing wrong with value of Naira. It's a question of production. So, if you want your currency to be hard, to be worthwhile, you produce and export.
Yes.
It's nothing. Nigeria is a country of 200 million living on a land size of 923,000 square kilometers. 200 million people living on a land size of 923,000 square kilometers. Our total export last year was 18 trillion of 200 million people. Vietnam, which I want to use the example of this one, is a country of 100 million, living on a land size of 331,000 square kilometers. Total export last year was $312 billion. So we couldn't do 10% of what Vietnam is doing. They live on 1/3 of our land, and they have half of our population. Vietnam did not export oil. We exported oil. Vietnam exported manufactured goods. One, electronics and coal, $60 billion. Clothing, $32 billion. Footwear, $20 billion. Tell me, what are we doing? These are things we can do in Aba. These are things we can do in Lagos. We have a vast land, all cultivated in the north. We are all busy sharing oil money. Your neighbor here, United States, the oil is everything. Texas is not #1 economy in America. It's not #2. It's not #3. That's where the oil is. Then #4. The #1 is California. That is #1 with a 3.3 trillion economy. 8 times Nigerian GDP. What do they do? Agriculture knowledge. We have vast land in the north, all cultivated. Your value of your currency will not work. You need to cultivate something and export. And it is very easy. That's how we change the value. Productivity. The more you produce and everything. I went to a state, Taraba State, and they were complaining. Taraba State is a lovely place where you can grow coffee, tea, and flour. Because there is a Mambila Falls and good land, 54.6 thousand square kilometers of land. Kenya did flower export last year, over $500 million. Ethiopia, coffee, 1.1 billion last year. Sierra Leone, with all their problem, 1.4 billion worth of coffee, of tea. But Taraba is looking to share money for this. That is the value of your naira. We will fight it with export. And we have what it takes to export goods. What we don't have is to have leaders who will drive this process. And it is achievable. Agitation. Well, everywhere you go in Nigeria, there's agitation. The question to ask is, how come everybody wants to go away? What you're doing here is agitation. You're here because it's not working. That's why you left. That's agitation. And that's what those people are doing. We will deal with it. We will consult everybody that is agitating. We will consult, we will talk with the person, we will plead with them, we will beg them, and I assure you, we will make it work. We will stop it. The more you have, there's no place where agitation was more, like in South America.
Get this here.
But the more they put people out of poverty, the more people have means of livelihood, they reduce the agitation. It's the same thing with criminality. Cost of governance. I've said it before. Cost of governance in Nigeria is not acceptable and can be reversed. I don't need to tell you, but you can go and ask my record as governor of Anambra State. But and you can put it that I said it this night in Canada. No elite in Anambra State while I was governor was happy with me. Not one of them. There might be 1% or 2%, but the rest were happy. And I get that everywhere I go. Even when I go to Abuja and everything, I get confronted by ministers, by presidents, by everybody telling you, Peter, nobody is happy with you. All throughout this time now, have I ever talked about happiness? Some of you will be happy with me when I start.
It's all right.
The only thing I can tell you is that we're going to fix the place, but I'm not promising happiness.
Give us Mr. Happiness.
Those who have a job of making people happy are the people in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Comedian.
Go call me and be happy. But me, no happiness. Because that's what I get there. People say, oh, people are not happy with you. People are not happy with you. Just like I said earlier, people ask you, Peter, you're the only governor without office of first lady. How can you have an office for somebody that nobody voted for? Somebody who never campaigned, somebody who has no reason to be there. But I can tell you, I say it every day, I remain very, very close with my family and the closest people I have, and everything. But not office of first lady. We're happy that I'm doing the work. So, cutting cost of governance is very, very important. There's no place where one person uses 20 or 30 vehicles. I saw it in my state. We tried it. It was the cost that made us to stop it. Only 1 or 2 was functional car. The rest were just people. So cutting costs, the rest assured I'm going to deal with it. I even dealt with it today. When a group of people came to meet me, my friends came to meet me at the airport today. They asked me a question. You came alone. I said, well, you invited me alone. So if it's only me going to talk, what would be necessary to do? These are my brothers and sisters here. Why should I sit down? So, well, thank you. Like I said before, all we want to do this night is to ask you the sacrifice you're doing. Please, do not see this as that you wasted your time.
At all.
You're helping to build a better future for the society your children will live in. We can't beat them anarchy. It's bad already. You don't know the pain of some people who tell their families in Canada. I've gone to see a man and a wife who I can tell you they're in pain, their children are here. But when I got to their house, they have nobody to talk to because their children are abroad. And like I said, between us, I live in the UK. And by God's privilege, I've an opportunity to go to the best of schools. That's why when they want to introduce me, they send my CV. Oh, Peter, we're going to say about your CV. Before they start talking, I said, no. Don't worry about reading New York. You can read, oh, he was in Oxford, he was in Cambridge, I said, forget all those things. Educational qualification is not a measure of integrity. Let's deal with it. I'm not saying education is not important, but I'm saying it's not a measure of integrity. Because we are having thieves who are well educated. And we cannot have my children living abroad. And I always tell people, we are the losers.
Exactly.
If we don't fix Nigeria, because those children will never come back. If they ever come back, go and check where you have a trained dog and they're cooking. The mix-up is that dangerous. And that untrained one will always be the one that is trained. Because it's more violent. So, it is important we do the right thing. And that's what we are doing tonight. That's why I said you're going to have 18 candidates contesting for this election. Yes. Please, do not listen to any of them through proxy. Do not do that. Let them come. Let them come to where I'm speaking to you tonight. And stand here and speak to you. Their promise, so that you take note. I'm taking note of all your questions tonight. Let them come and answer questions.
Yes, so.
Let them come and tell you. Election 2023. You're waiting for the next five.
Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency will take a break.
No.
We should go on.
Excellency is a hard worker. I say continue. Obi! No, we not get break. How you guys are enjoying it, man?
Make we dey the life.
Now our bare hands they used to they hold this thing.
Hand don't break finish.
So they share the video.
Hope people are liking, sharing, and subscribing.
They share the video because bare hands.
Our hand won't break.
Our bare hands.
We got to charge this phone very soon.
So basically they want Zambi to take a break.
Yeah.
Because he's answered like 15 questions.
Yes.
And I think they want him to at least help with his throat and all that. And people want to take
Woo!
break.
And then when we take break, now we dey beg. Hand break.
Because I think if he's going to take a break then.
Washroom break, please.
All right. Our next question.
A hard worker.
Monitor leadership. Please, I want to plead with all of us. Can this movement stop, please? Please, can we stop the movement? Monitoring leadership. As a good leader, how can you mentor young generation who have the same political and economic mindset like you? And this is from here. This is from J. Ike. What is the campaign strategy of Labour Party towards voter? I'm sorry, Your Excellency, I will not take that. From AK Agbobi, when made the President of Nigeria, will you restructure the security architecture of Nigeria?
He has answered security question.
So, about restructuring a 1999 constitution. What plans do you have to fix it? What plans do you have to ensure institutions like the judiciary are in? This is from Priye Obazua. What is the plan to expand material and child care across Nigeria? Maternal and child care across Nigeria. This is from Oshoke Obozua. What is the plan for the campaign?
Oh, Edu, thank you for the super chat.
To the illiterate population grassroots. Those are your 5 questions, Your Excellency.
So people write down their questions and send it there. And then the person reads it. But I don't know where the person collecting the papers went.
Let me start with the issue of campaign. The campaign is you. You are sending money to people.
Listen to campaign, no.
Start with yourself by telling those people you are sending money to eat. That they now have to feed themselves.
Yes, so we've been doing that. If you've been watching this channel, we've been doing that.
You have the right leader.
No PVC, no voting, no
So
remitting.
they can start being productive. Because we cannot continue to
Thank you for the super chat, yours.
a welfare society that is unproductive.
Yes, we sent in our question
Let nobody come to you and say,
on gender inequality, and he answered the
in
questions.
my own place, I do it today. I go to the village, and a young man comes to me and says, hey, well, I won't give you anything because you're not doing anything. You're related to me, forget it. Nobody has given me money by relation. And I didn't make money by relation, and I won't give it to you because you're related to me. Because that's not what it's meant for. So you can help in the campaign by letting those you're supporting to know they have to do the right thing. On the issue of maternal care and everything, it's one of those places where we have a problem. Because people don't know what we're going through. Nigeria was supposed to, that is the thinking of the UN when
it's very hot in here.
When they were looking at it, that Nigeria was going to overtake India in maternal problem by the year 2025. Today, we've overtaken India in 2021. 4 years ahead of schedule. India is 1.4 billion, and we're 200 million. So we are 1/7 of India, yet
poorer than India.
Our maternal death is sadder than that of India. Very sad. So dealing with those things, I'm not anything. That's why I said we must focus on the proper development indices. We will deal with it aggressively. Issue of healthcare, education, and pulling people out of poverty. All those things will follow religiously. And I assure you, you will see it happen. I've done it in a state where, when I started, there was no single accredited school of nursing or midwifery or health technology. And within 8 years, we built 10. And they are there. You can go and
verify. We have verified it is true.
Who says I did this, tell him to tell us where he is, which school did he go to, what is his age, what is the
Hey! Name, oh my God, you're welcome.
Issue of judiciary is very simple.
Yes, so Chinye,
if the leader is not corrupt, I keep saying
Neka, oh, thank you.
Everybody will go within the line.
You're welcome.
Nobody in Nigeria has benefited politically in the judiciary more than me. I won an election, somebody else was pronounced. I stayed in court for 3 years. Everybody thought it was impossible.
But it's possible.
And I won the case.
Yes, so content king. Hey! He won
I
the
didn't
case.
give them anything.
He stayed in court for 3 years. People thought that it was impossible. But
I didn't give them anything. I sent it to the NBA. I didn't give them any money. They were even being asked by the governor, and I insist. I was impeached. He asked why I was impeached. No, it's good that he asked the question. I was impeached for 3 reasons.
spending too much money.
When
Saving
I
money.
became governor, the office of the governor was consuming about 30 to 35% of our budget. Education wasn't even getting 10%.
I see Twitter people are in the house.
And the office of the governor will not get more than 5%. That was the reason of stopping even office of first lady and everything. We had 3 projects. The first project is that when I became governor, we had an issue with the office of the governor, his office. There was something that happened with my predecessor, and he was born. So was the lodge where the governor was supposed to live. And they were building a place for the presidential lodge, as well as saving money. So by that time became governor, they have actually budgeted and awarded contracts for these projects. But because we have no money, I decided we will no longer do it like that. We are going to do it through the level. So I will discuss it with the people. But people who are supposed to benefit from it was mine. Number 1 was my office. The budget for it when I became governor was 298 million naira. I did everything with 43,200,000.
Wow. Wow.
Because we didn't have the money again. And everything was very good. I bought everything new. I always said the only thing I didn't buy new was table. The table I used to write. Because the governor before my predecessor had a table he used, which they packed somewhere. And when I saw it, I told them the table is table, it's just correct. They tell me to buy a new one. They just polish it and bring it. And I used it for 8 years, it didn't spoil.
No waste gang!
So they will not have. Number 2 item was the issue of my lodge, where I lived.
Governor's Lodge.
They had a budget to refurbish the office for 486 million naira.
Hey!
It was a lot of money. But we did everything, including the furnishing, with 81 million naira. Because they had to buy, Nigerians and their confusion at times. They had to buy a designer bed, this, that, all sorts of things, which they were to import. But I said no. There must be somebody that can do bed in order.
Patronize local businesses.
There's something I'm
How
telling
can you import
about
bed?
If you have a reason to be awake, no matter the type of bed they give you, you'll be awake.
Exactly.
If you have to sleep, you can sleep there. So I said,
Imported bed.
you do not have to import bed. There must be somebody in Oka that can do bed.
Exactly.
The man who did the bed in Oka, Dad, go today, is employing over 120 persons.
You see, consumption to production.
I said, come and do bed here. The one leather seat. Is it not seat covered by leather? Leather cover all these things. I'm left with one. And that was it. So that became a problem. We were
Oka bed now, orthopedic bed.
In Oka. Every state in Nigeria has presidential lodge. The president doesn't live in Oka.
He lives in
So what
Abuja.
are we going to do their house for? I canceled it. I stopped it. If you go there, it's still like that the way I stopped it. So these are the problems I have. That these are the items that make me. So we insisted.
My apologies, Your Excellency.
What is occurring? What's going on?
Can we please? This is the oldest Nigerian known in the entire Canada.
Oldest Nigerian?
Please, can we just give him a round of applause?
102 years old. Woo!
Data is 102 years.
Woo!
He said he must come see His Excellency Peter Obi. He isn't feeling too strong, but he insisted that he must leave his house, even though he was advised not to.
102 years old.
Thank you very much, Padate. I will take you to the seat. Please take Padate seat.
Thank you for everything.
They are shaking the future.
Please, can we take our seats? Padate will take his seat.
Everything, you see everything why this our project was not fair.
Exactly. He will see a new Nigeria, even if he's 103 years next
You
year.
will see the pain and the sacrifice of people like this. For him alone, it will be an abomination for anybody to fail the country.
Exactly.
So like I was saying, the doctrine was issue of we were building federal we were building the presidential lodge. And I stopped it and said the president doesn't live in Oka.
He lives in
I will
Abuja.
never live in Oka. And you heard my story with Obasanjo. Because eventually that year, after I just picture, Obasanjo said he's going to come to Oka. And I went to him, I went to his office, and I said to them, the president doesn't need to sleep in Oka. He's the president of Nigeria. He can come in the morning and go and leave me. But the president said he was going to come to Oka for 3 days. And that was messy. I went to his chief of staff, told his people, since the president has insisted he's going to come to Oka for 3 days, I have a lunch. I've just finished. That's where I live. You come and inspect it. If it's good, I'll vacate the place for 1 month. When you go there, I'll come back.
Yes.
And they were very nice to me. They were very nice to me. They said yes. So they came and inspected it and said it's very okay. Of course, turned to my wife and said, sorry, no women, only my wife have property in the house. I said, so you pack your thing because somebody is going to stay here after we come back. That lot was supposed to cost us about
It's
600 to 700 million.
To clear which bush?
But
But
it cost me 105,000 in hotel
for 1 week. How many days?
5
5 days.
So I paid. That was another reason. The final one was I was saving. Under the constitution of Nigeria, you're not allowed to save money.
But yeah,
You will shop, yes. So I started saving. I said we can't finish everything. We must save. So that was why I was impeached. But again, that impeachment was constant. been governor of Anambra for 8 years. Because that case, when the judges in the Supreme Court and everywhere saw it, after that case, when I went for tenor interpretation between me and Yoruba, it was the fastest case ever decided. Because I believe I was right. But you know, I didn't have to give anybody anything.
No shish. No shish. No shish.
So, that's it. So, it is same thing when I was impeached. So, all that I'm talking about, issue of judiciary. Judiciary is not as bad as people think. We don't have a bad judiciary. We have sophisticated, intelligent people in judiciary. All we need is encourage.
Yours, our batteries are 20%.
When I was governor, I went to say don't have a car. How can you ask somebody who is giving judgment?
If this life goes off and the phone dies,
Not to have a car.
we will come back
Some of them are old
when we are
and
charging the phone.
You can't do that. So you have to pay them. You have to do the right things. And these things are happening when the leaders are busy dancing and drinking and wasting everybody's time. So judiciary is not our problem. Issue of security, I've said it, we don't have any problem with security. Grooming mentors. Grooming the ones that follow you or mentors.
We'll start charging the phone when it's at 10%, don't worry.
I'm only here speaking to you because I know you can contribute in this change. Otherwise, I won't come here. But I know that these people here can change Nigeria.
Yes!
Societies are not changed. Societies are not changed by millions of the people. Because millions of people are changed by a tiny group of people.
That's true.
And that is why I'm looking for diasporans. No other candidate is doing what I'm doing. Because I know that that place, the change won't come from there. Change will always come from external. Because they can see the rock in and they fix it. So it is people here that I need to work with me to bring change. And they can hold somebody responsible. They can stop. When you are talking about good governance, cutting costs of governance, you are the people that can make it happen. Because you can tell anybody who is a leader in Nigeria, you're wrong. It's not paying your bill. You don't need to see me here. I'm not giving any of you money. So, you can tell me anything you want to tell me. And that's what I'm encouraging our people to do. Rather than what I recall when I was governor, when I was listening, I went to America, and our people were busy showing me where people bought houses. I said, you can't do that. With whose money are we going to use to buy that house? I don't live in Canada. I don't intend to leave. I made up my mind when I left the UK that I'm going to Nigeria to go and die. That's where I want to. I'm not talking about my children. I thought they make up your mind.
Name, thank you so much for the super chat.
We will go and change that place.
That's it.
And I'm committed to it. So for me, anybody who thinks, oh, there's a magic I can do and I'll come here and buy a house. No. Let Canadians, and those of you who live here, buy a house here. Because it's good that you live well there. Those of us from Nigeria, don't encourage them to come here. Once it's a government person, if you didn't buy it before he gets into government, don't allow him to buy it. If he comes there to buy it, call police. That's how we will encourage and stop corruption. So that's the final one. We group them by doing the right thing.
Your Excellency, thank you very much. We have more questions. You want me to go on? So we're going to be doing the final 5 questions, Your Excellency. All right, and this is from Kenneth.
Don't worry, we won't go off. Even if we go off, we'll come back with a different phone. So no, don't worry, we'll have the live again. And we'll put in the community tab, you guys will see. But we won't go off, don't worry.
When you become president of our great nation, Nigeria, would you please lower your hand? When you become president of our great nation, Nigeria, are you open to confederation? This is from Kevin.
He's writing down the questions.
What guarantees will the diasporans have that if they bring their investment and business to Nigeria, they will operate in a secure and safe environment? As governor of Anambra, you rule a mono-ethnic state. How can you rule a multi-ethnic country like Nigeria and involve all ethnic nationality? This is from Bomsi, from Taraba State. Then this is from the streaming from the YouTube. Why have you not appointed a spokesman or a spokeswoman? And this is from Robert Tofa. And another one from YouTube says, if you become the president, how are you going to build a lot of hospitals in Abuja and Lagos? Are you also going to fight for free health care in Nigeria as well? And this is from Nike. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, that's 5. Fire 5. After that, let's ask this question. Healthcare, hospitals.
No, answer tourism.
Are hospitals in Canada
Ask that
free?
question.
You don't pay insurance?
It depends on the treatments.
Yeah, we pay insurance.
It depends on the treatment, but you
We
pay.
do pay
But
insurance.
tax.
You have to pay insurance.
It's not free, we pay with our
Let me
taxes.
help you. Health is important everywhere. We will fund health because health is wealth. We will fund it with a combination of ensuring that people are productive, paying taxes, which we will use to fund health, and also a combination of health insurance. That's what happens everywhere. But it's not government that is owning everything. It's a combination of government and private. And that is where you come in. Let me give you an example. Show you one that worked. I was in Atlanta and I read about a Nigerian doctor that is doing heart surgery. One of those best Nigerian doctors.
Governor Winlow.
Heart surgery, why the heart is pumping or something like that. And when I read, I didn't know who the person was. But I read about him. And I called him. And I said, who are you? He told me where he came from. He happened to have come from Anambra State. And I said, Dr. John Milo, can I ask you a favor? If I go to your village and build a health center, can you come there like they did in America. He told me, if you can build it, I'll do it for free. I'll be coming twice a year.
Yes.
And I asked him, can you do the design of the hospital? I did everything and told me it's going to cost about 250, 300 million naira then. And I wrote the check and gave it to a hospital in their village owned by the church. I said, this is the check. We must do the health center here. Where this man promised he will bring the equipment and it's coming there. Go and ask everybody now about the Milo Health Center in St. Joseph Hospital in Anderson. It's unbelievable. You don't know about it. So, you can do it. We'll deal with the issue of health. I can assure you. On the issue of spokesperson, Labour Party have a spokesperson. Peter Obi campaign has spokesperson. For now, we want to hear the candidates.
Common sense.
Exactly.
We don't want to hear the spokesperson. We are not voting for the spokesperson.
Common sense.
We want to hear the man we are going to vote. Let him come here and answer questions.
Yes.
It is this process that has been confusing us. So when the man goes into office, I've traveled to several countries, finding out what is going to happen. You know why? Nigeria is the only place you vote somebody. He start telling you what you saw when you got in there. What were you seeing when you were campaigning? So this is the time to see everything. So when you go, you start to walk. Now when you go there, that's what they are telling us now. What we saw when we get there. We didn't hire. If the company was good, would you hire a new managing director?
No.
You are hired because it wasn't going well. And you now came and started telling us about what you saw. When you go for interview, you are supposed to know what the problem is. I know the problem of Nigeria. I was telling somebody to play the play. He said, let me tell you, where are you going to get the revenue? He said, Peter, when I told you what I wanted, I said, first 3 months, from April, January 1 to April 30 this year, the federal government of Nigeria revenue is 1 trillion 630 billion. The expenditure is 4 trillion 730 billion. A deficit of 3.1 trillion. He said to me, he asked me, Peter, how are you going to go? I said, I know all this. That's what I'm going to solve. You stop the bleeding.
Yes.
That's why you stop the stealing. I know all this. There's nothing we can do. He said, so what is going to do? I said, we will cut cost of governance. We will borrow money. But the first law that we're going to have when I start is that all borrowed money is for investment, not for consumption. If you want consumption, you produce it.
That's it.
That's what I said. Soon, that's why we save money for investment.
That's it.
Yes, the video will be saved to the community playlist for Peter Obi 2023. That's the name of the playlist.
So they cannot continue to save money for burial and ceremony. It must be for investment. So I can start giving money. We are not against you're supporting your people. You must do it. But then you have to produce something. To help what you're doing here is a win-win for everybody. multi-ethnic society. You live in Canada. Canada is the multi-ethnic. Why is it working? It's working because of good governance. And everybody knows that here, people's talent and hard work match up their opportunity. Once you create a level playing field, issue of multi-anything goes. Because if you work hard and you're too intelligent and everything, you make money. All those people who are calling in America, the problem in Nigeria is that you see somebody without a daytime job, no office, no nothing, living like a star. When those who are working hard cannot eat. That's what we want to reverse. But we check it. All these things will give multi-ethnic society. We'll take this one as the last one. I will stop.
Okay. Bring the gentleman up here.
He's asked a question on tourism.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't asked him yet. What are they going to buy about Nigeria's tourism? Because we have so many beautiful places to be in Nigeria.
That will be the last question for the night. I will move to the next. Keep your question precise.
Good evening, Mr. Mine is not a question, it's a request. I don't live in Toronto, just like you. I flew in because of this event. I'm asking for 20 minutes of your time to show you something that I think is very important to your campaign. It's not for public consumption. So I just request, maybe 20 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Hello? No, we have
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Let me once again.
We have a question.
I don't know why he doesn't have his mic on. I don't know if they're going to ask. Like, I will shout the question. Because, okay.
We have more questions and they didn't ask.
Okay, I don't know what's...
It's important that we respect elders. When I'm an elderly person, in my place, elders are very important and we respect them. So, my elder brother, the question you ask is whether we will use referendum to solve every issue that is divisive. My question is very simple. Every division, every agitation, everything is in the mind. I will sit down with the person. Let me tell you, there's agitation everywhere in the world. Even in your house. In my house, there's agitation. It's not always peaceful. I told people in Germany 2 days ago, I told them, I said, everything I'm seeing outside, I see it in my house. It is my position that if you're a leader, you should be humble enough to come to talk to everybody and all that and all that. Today, I can't quarrel with my wife. I tell them anybody who says, I tell you, I will be the loser. She won't lose anything. They will say the speaker who said that is why. They won't even believe that she won't. So if you say she will, I say, I beg. Let us remain one. Because I need it. Same thing with the leadership. I have children, grown up, graduates, 30 come celebrate 10 years, 15 years, 20 years of happy married life. It's not true. We are celebrating surviving quarrels. So you should know. So it's important. So I'll make sure that we solve everything. Sir. So I'll make sure we solve everything. Part of being a leader is your ability to solve quarrels. Make sure it does not escalate. Not when somebody says we are going, you go and say the person, you cannot. We have been too autocratic. We should be consultative, negotiative. That's what makes a society. I came here now to plead for your support. There are a lot of people I'm contesting with have too much money. They want to buy the vote. I don't have. I'm appealing to you. I need your support in any way you can in order to meet them. We must learn that because that's how it is done everywhere. My next will, as we conclude, please let me plead what I said before. You have no other country, even when you're here as a citizen, even when you're here with your residence permit and everything, you have no other country you can identify yourself with. You can tell your children about, except that Nigeria. Next year's election, do not vote for Peter Obi because he's an Igbo man or he's from the southeast. Don't vote for him because you go to the same church with him. Do not vote for him because he's in storm. Do not vote for him. Do not vote for him because of connection. So next year's election is not about your tribe. It's not about your tribe. It should not be about your religion. It should not be about entitlement. It should not be about connection or any other form of bias. Next year's election is about character, competence, capacity, and commitment to do the right thing. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Let us just remember, nobody moves, nobody moves. Please, gentlemen and ladies, please, the principal will not leave the hall now. Everybody, please take a seat. I will plead with everybody on that side. Please clear the aisle and take a seat. We are expecting an ambulance. Please clear the aisle wherever you are. Everybody on that row, clear on that side. Every single person on the aisle, please clear the aisle and take a seat. We are expecting an ambulance. Please clear the aisle. We have an emergency in the hall. So please clear the aisle. The principal will not leave immediately. Protocol, just direct people to leave the way. All the doors needs to be free. And we don't want people, can we all take our seats, please? Take your seats, please. Please take your seats. Please, take your seats. Take your seats, please. We don't want anyone standing. Can you please tell the gentleman to go sit down, please? We don't want anybody standing. All the people on that axis, please clear that door. Please, we have an emergency. Please clear the aisle. We do not want anyone by the door. Please. We do not want people walking around. Protocol, what are you doing? We do not want people walking around. Get people to take their seats. Please. We want that aisle completely clear. We have an emergency and we know it's a serious one. So please, we do not want everybody moving around. Please just take your seat. The principal is going to take his seat. We're going to get a vote of thanks and we don't want distractions. Protocol.
So currently, I think there's some emergency going on.
Thank you very much for cooperating with that.
Well, Mr. Peter Obi is still going to be around till everything is like taken care of.
Please let us just sit down. Normally, when you have an emergency, the place should not be crowded. It is a directive, it is safety. So please, we do not want the crowd. Okay, please. We want to thank all for coming here today, for honoring this.
Excuse me.
Can I sit here?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Please, can you excuse me? Thank you.
We don't want anybody crowding that area, please. Can we reduce the number of people crowding that area?
See, your president is still there, seated by the, see him by the Hilton stand. So I can't really move too far because I'm standing and charging the phone, just in case.
Gentlemen, we would appreciate everybody. I know we are all excited over things and we are interested. All committee members, please ensure that you're doing and perform. Those in the safety department, ensure that the ambulance have a freeway when they come in. Please, stand the way when they arrive. I'm going to call on Singly to please Jeff Wheeler come in front and give.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. This reception was put together by Ponce, a coalition of more than 21 interest groups for Peter Obi. One person cannot make it happen. Sometimes we get this idea that I can go in alone. They say if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go farther, you go as a group. Mr. Obi is a phenomenon, and it has created a lot of bodies. But if these bodies don't come together, we cannot make the impact we all desire. I will use this word.
So they get from the wheelchair already.
Country, so to say, it's only up that we can learn great lessons of unity and power by observing a major consequence of snow, which are snowflakes. For example, if if it remains on its own, can easily fly away or quickly melt. Thus, it possesses no strength.
So that's the person
And is likely
I hope she's
ineffective or useful. But when it unites with other snowflakes, they gain strength and power. Here in Canada, we can attest to the power of accumulation of snowflakes. Thus, it is easy to imagine the power we all have when united in a common purpose. This is not new for us in Nigeria, as we have different appellations for the show of unity in our various communities. This unity of purpose is the essence of the Peter Obi Nigerian-Canadian interest groups.
I think they're going to take very
I
good
put
care
the
of
S
her.
at the end, not one. Groups. It is a coming together of people of like minds to push for a vision of a new Nigeria that is possible, as being espoused by Mr. Obi. To this purpose, policy made up of more than 20 interest groups supporting the vision of Peter Obi is happy to tell all of you that we are grateful that you are here with us tonight. Mr. Obi is a breaker of protocol. Speeches were prepared. Speakers were invited. He came in and broke the protocol. So, we went with the flow. And here we are today. The opening welcome speech becomes a vote of thanks.
Yeah.
We want to thank all of you. For all interest groups yet to be known, we ask that you get in touch with us, because Peter Obi's visit is a project within a project. The real project starts when we walk our way through and put it in Aso Rock. So we ask all of you, those who are undecided right now, those who are waiting to see what happens. When we said he was coming to visit us, now we didn't say we invited him, and we didn't say we brought him, because it's not a can of sardine to be imported or to be invited. We did not. He made up his mind to visit us, and we formed the reception. And one person couldn't have done it, one group couldn't have done it, so we have to get everybody walking in one direction to come for us to welcome him.
Thanks to everyone who donated Super Chat. Thank you so much. We sincerely appreciate it.
We know that Nigerians are highly cynical, because from my perception, it's like we are born in depression and we are growing in recession. So please, I implore all of us, let's come and hold policy together for Canada, so that we can make that impact amongst other countries and people, Nigerians in diaspora. Sometimes people say, I am obedient, but you cannot just say you're obedient if you don't walk the talk. We can all be obedient, but It took sleepless nights from heads of committees, more than 21 interest groups to put this together. No one person did it. I will call the names of the heads of the committees, please, if you don't mind.
We don't mind. It deserved some accolades. Call it.
No.
Yes.
Okay, it's okay.
Yes,
But
call
please,
it.
I ask of you to please join us in this. But I want to welcome and tell you all, the place is big enough for all of us. The task ahead is much. Funding is necessary. But above all, being committed is more necessary. Thank you very much, and we are grateful that you are all here.
Thank you very much, Sergeant Wene. And we're going to make announcements. Come on the 3rd of September, which is the Labor Day, September 3rd, there's going to be a mega barbecue for Obidati. And that will be taking place at 1705 Finch Avenue West in Toronto. Please, tomorrow we have a breakfast meeting with His Excellency. Please, we don't want crowd there, and I need everybody to move far from that area, please. Tomorrow morning there's a breakfast meeting, and the breakfast meeting.
See people trying to take pictures. Do you want to try?
So, based on the directive, we are expected to wait for the principal to leave first. A few persons like Grandpapa here will take photograph. Okay, he has already done that and he's going. Please, we are going to take the national anthem. Please, we are taking the national anthem. Everybody stop. Everybody just stop. Protocol, do what you have to do. Protocol, do what. But calm down, please. Protocol, please, need you here. Protocol, please. Please, calm down. Thank you. Everybody, please, you can stay like this and take your pictures. Please don't climb up. Nobody should climb up. Nobody should climb up. Security, send anybody that climbs up away. Send anybody that climbs up, send them away. Stay away. Take your pictures, please.
We must not take picture with Peter Obi. I will soon run away for my own picture. Line up for pictures. Make we go line up. Oh. How will not take picture? Today is Ella's birthday. Ella of the Common Sense Sisters. We have to take picture. 2 line for pictures. Canadians are organized. Please share this stream, oh. Like and share. Go line. Go the line. Go stand for the line.
We have to do it together so that we can take pictures.
Okay, I think the charging should be good.
Yeah. We can flip it. Everyone. And I think we should tell them what we're going to do because I'm going to end the live. Show us. everybody. I hope you've enjoyed watching. It's not been easy. That's why we stand here. They charge this phone obediently.
Obedient. See our charging
But
spot.
we have to go and try and see if we can take pictures.
Yes.
We have to try and go and see if we can take pictures, okay?
Yes, the line is
so
getting
we
long.
end the live and the line is getting long. And we don't want me to copyright this music because of all this software.
Yes, they're copyrighting music.
So do we? Oh yeah.
Like, share, subscribe.
Until we see you next time.
They come on, friends. Everybody from you. Bye.
Hello,
Bye.
Nigerians.
Oh wait, they never said.
Mr. Peter
You're going to stand on the line.
is
I'll come and
willing
join
to
you.
take photographs with everybody.
Bye bye,
Everybody, we gotta go. We're gonna go and try to take picture for
Let's
you
go
all.
and take
Okay?
picture. Let's go and take picture for you all.
Move backward.
Bye.
If we don't move
How did they end this
backward,
live?